No, just ran into the game somehow. Okay. I challenged him to an arm contest.
We do have some pretty good experience coming back. A lot of our skill kids returned from that pandemic season, in which we performed pretty well. You know, we ended up 5-1 and lost a tough one to West Salem to finish it. We lose some guys up front. And that's, if we have one concern, it's probably the depth there. We like the guys that we have, we just don't have a lot of them. And so we're working on developing some young guys, and we've had to move some guys around up front a little bit as well. And we may look a little different in what we do scheme-wise, just compared to what we did in the spring in the pandemic season. Logan Smith, yeah, and he is about a 6'4". He'd probably want me to say 6'5", but he's 6'4", I think. 185-pound senior to be, who's got a really high ceiling. He's just starting to fill out at 6'4". Obviously, it's hard to keep up with the frame when you're trying to eat and add muscle, but he has worked really hard. His arm's gotten much stronger, so I'd say he's got above average arm strength, and his athleticism, which is what's really starting to catch people's eye, because he does have really good speed, and I think you're going to see him running the ball quite a bit more this year because of that as well. Up front, again, it's just going to be a little bit of a question mark. We do have some guys come back, though. David Sherman, who just won a state title in wrestling at 220, is back. Cole Steketee, who started at center all year for us last year and was the runner-up at 220 to David Sherman, is going to be back as well. And we're not sure if he's going to be a center or a guard yet. Where we kind of need him is where he'll play. So we got a couple guys. Blake Stubblefield up front is another one that's really good. They got a lot of playing time last year. So we've got a few guys up there. There's just not a lot of depth, like I said. And at running back, Riley Davis didn't carry the rock for us a lot in the pandemic season because we had Ethan Bullock back there. But I think he's going to surprise some people. He's another state champion in wrestling, a little smaller in stature, but really, really tough. Obviously, if you're a state wrestling champion, you're tough. And he's got kind of a different style of running. He's more of a shifty kid with some really good speed, and so I think he's going to kind of have a breakout season as well. So Drew Rodriguez is another one that is, a potential D1 defensive back and receiver who's got some good speed and kind of had a breakout season for us during the spring. He's coming back actually as just a junior, but he's been starting for 3 years. He started at safety for us as a freshman, so he's got a lot of talent, a lot of potential. So those are kind of some of the key guys. And we've got a few more too, but we'll see how it pans out over the next couple weeks.